in America, the history of Black people almost always started in slavery. Anytime there was a reference to the telling of our stories in our class, the starting point for me as a black child was always a place of shame. I mean, I never felt good sitting in my classroom as a little boy, hearing that the story about the people who looked like me and who historically are me is a story of degradation, is a story of a people who seemed powerless. So from a very early age, I was deeply challenged by the story that I was given about who I am. And you have to understand that the context for this story was given to me in a place where I was told this should be the place where I seek my highest goals, school. I mean, in my household, education was prioritized above virtually everything. So to be given a message that school is this important, and to get to school, to arrive at school and have the kind of messages that I received, and then to have experiences as a child, as a young person, where these views were acted out in terms of how my schoolmates and I interacted with each other. Without being even fully conscious of the implications of what we were learning in our class and how we behaved and treated each other on the playground, I began to be aware that there was in fact differences at a very early age. So the organizing of truth and reconciliation comes from a very deep place for me in my own journey. My putting together an initiative around truth and reconciliation is essentially focused on the idea, the fundamental belief that we have the capacity to ignite citizen engagement, to face racism and heal together. So that is our fundamental goal. That's what we're seeking to achieve. And my core belief is that this kind of the essence of life is relationships. And if you want to understand relationship and how to be in healthy relationship, it starts with communication. So truth and reconciliation comes both from a deep place in my own journey, culturally, historically, personally, and as a way for me to meet the challenge of this moment with a tool that allows us to organize around our shared power as opposed to our differences and divisions.